Hey, welcome everyone. Sorry for the late start. I was trying to catch up on the latest with Dream League. I was ready to go like half hour ago. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna catch up on this last little bit, and then I let like 45 minutes get away from me. Sorry about that. All right, let's get into this. So we have two things to do today. The first, I'm going to look into Ratatouille. We have been using not Ratatouille, and there are some things that are really cool about it, some things that it does really well. I think that if you're wanting to make a very, very, very simple Tui, it's probably the better of them. It turns out if you want to do like asynchronous things, I'm actually struggling to do that. And I know of some ways we can do that, which we'll cover, but they feel really gross, and I would prefer not to do those really gross things. So yeah. Nighthound, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? All right, I was just looking through. They have a example. Let's see. So the thing that we were dealing with here is let's see. That was in the view, and basically we want to pass in these unbound receivers. Now there's two things that I know that we could do that would make this work. We could first put this unbounded receiver in something like an arc. An arc mutex would solve 80% of the problem, not 90% of the problem, but then you have to lock it each time you want to use it, and there's not actually a reason to do that. So that's where this feels bad. The other solution that we could go with here, other than wrapping this in an arc, I had two solutions. I had another, and as soon as I said that, I can't recall what that other was. Definitely another solution that I also didn't like very much. Oh, we could, instead of wrapping in an arc, this one is a single receiver. So this one is a single receiver. We could go with like a different multi-receiver, so it could be copied and cloned out. I actually thought about doing this. I thought about doing this, but I don't need a multi-receiver. I only need a single receiver. And so that also kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And we were all doing this just to test out IOCraft, and I've liked IOCraft so far. It's kind of, if you know React, it kind of feels like React in Rust, which is both good and bad. Setting up emulation on your Steam Deck. What are you emulating? Like, is this a game emulation? I don't do much with emulation. PS2 emulation? Cool. So, okay. So we could do that. Don't love it because I don't need it. It's not what I want the code to do. And I'm a little annoyed about this right here as the only way to get things into here. Into the UI. So, what I wanted to do today was play around a little bit with Ratatouille and see if we couldn't create the same thing. See if we couldn't create the same thing with Ratatouille fairly simply and easily. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. played a bunch of, what's your favorite PS2 game? What's your favorite PS2 game? You failed the pop quiz. You actually failed the pop quiz with that. That was the quiz. There was a correct answer. It was Final Fantasy X, right? Final Fantasy X. I'm sorry. It was a quiz. Okay. IO craft. Alright, so that is the IO craft stuff. Cool. And now we're gonna try to add TUI to it. And we should have done that on a different branch, but now all I also need was your favorite PS2 game, your favorite PS3 game, your mother's maiden name, your first teacher in middle school, the name of your preschool, and yeah, I just want to get to know you better. This is like a bad dating show. Like, people are just trying to steal people's passwords through like the speed dating. You know, like the speed dating. I've always thought, if you could you social engineer somebody going through speed dating? Like, how many people could I socially engineer and guess their password, asking them questions in speed dating? My wife has said no, I'm not allowed to try this. So that's kind of a bummer. I was like, for science, I gotta do it. But yeah, it's always been a thought of mine. Speed social engineering. I know. I was just trying it for everybody's sake. Speed social engineering. Anyways, not going to do that. I'm not going to do it with you, Nighthound. That's not the arrangement. Oh, are you going to do it? Are you going to do this experiment for me? You got to record it. I wanna see how well it goes. Let's see. What are we adding? Testing rat TUI. That should update. Cool. Okay. One thing that I did is Ratatouille lets you generate stuff, and I did that. I did a rat test. I didn't realize the gen was going to gen in a thing. So, anyways, this was what they did. This was what I originally didn't want to do. Is Ratatouille seems a little bit intense. And I was like, man, I don't want to write my own game engine with physics just to do Wordle. But it's definitely more flexible than IOCraft. Okay, so let's see. What I was going to look at is they basically break this down into two things. So the main just starts the loop. It feels a little bit extra object oriented. So you have this impl widget for app. They create the app over here. I don't know. I usually put the impl with the actual definition of struct. So this is like the engine that handles everything. Now, I actually do like this from this part, is they actually isolate the logic from what I've seen with Ratatouille versus the UI. So this is basically the logic portion of the app. And what they're doing over in here, as far as I can see, in this UI, is this is basically how you render. So this impl widget for app is how do you render the data. So not bad. Not bad. I actually don't super hate this. It's a little bit more complicated than IOCraft. I think that if I was making a simple command line application to get like some results and stuff, like some input and whatnot, I would definitely just use IOCraft. Hands down. The game where I had multiple threads doing multiple things with logic and whatnot, it feels like maybe IOCraft isn't as flexible. Yeah, Russell and I are in the same boat. We would get in trouble. I got in trouble just for asking if I could try the social engineer. Learn from my mistakes. I didn't actually ask. That's the secret. That's the secret there. There are mistakes you don't make. All right. So yeah, let's this example here was just basically how to cargo run. It basically just took input from the keyboard, from the terminal, which I mean we definitely want to do because we want to like hit Q to stop. So I think we're actually going to just lift some of this and start to update it to our needs. So what I'm going to do, we're going to actually pull it up over here. Science won't save you. Oh, very true. Okay. Where are we going to go? So remember, I have the next 2 weeks off. When I come back, we're actually going to be working on testing the database with I almost said Nginx. Oh great. With not Nginx. You know, that thing. And we're gonna be working on testing the database. So we're gonna be working on testing the I have 2 weekends off, but we're gonna be working on testing the just so difficult this morning. Consensus. We're going to be working on actually testing and improving the consensus. It's something I want to have in the video. That should have come out a year ago. So, yes, I'm a year behind on making videos. I will... You know what I've been trying to do is like get a place to actually record. I don't have one right now, but I am working on it. I have Monday off. I'm actually going to just work on making sure I have a place to record. So anyways, that being said, when I get back, we're going to work on testing, with Nix. We're going to work on testing the consensus and proving it. as best as we can. So I think that will be fun on my first weekend back. We're also going to be doing some in the mornings. We'll have a set time when we do it. Maybe we won't be in the mornings. Maybe we'll do like noon. We'll have a set time where we're going to do news. We're also gonna do some news at some other times, but yeah. Anyways, more on that in Discord. All right. Let's see. Where do we want to start? If we go to the Wordle game, this is where. Oh, wrong button. So this is basically where we start the game loop. Here in this run game. And this is where I think we can do basically the takeover that's done here. So we can just basically do this and run all the game loop stuff in the app. I think this should be a pretty easy lift, because what we'll do. I guess we're going to undo what we did, because we did make this where this was an impl, right? The run game, and there was a new game, and it was all on this Wordle game. And we deconstructed all that because it was going to be easier to just be a function. We can probably keep this actually, right? We'll see. How many of you guys have found like I don't know. I feel like the more I have used the AIs, the less impressed I am with them. And I'm wondering if it's just me, or if, you know, I'm wondering if it's that theory I have where people like get less disillusioned about it. Don't get me wrong, there's some people that get more disillusioned, but I feel like people actually get less disillusioned after each release. I don't know if that's me. I feel like Copilot just keeps getting worse. And I don't know if like it was because originally I would have been like, oh, well, it got it from Wordle game. And so like this was a good guess, because it is a good guess, but it's just like kind of a guess. And not at all what I would want. You're more impressed as you simplify the problems and have AI solve it in little steps? I agree that they do really good with little steps, with little problems. I think I meant more of coding, like as in general, like with the tab complete coding. At least I was referring to that specifically in this regard. Yeah. It gets in the way. Okay. I mean, okay. So then, yes. You have the same feeling. You have the same feeling. But it was all... This is what I'm saying, Russell. I think that, like... I felt like it was better than it was, or is. And thus, I feel like I was probably just disillusioned a little. And that's on me. That's on me. I actually, so after we do the next database episode, I actually have like a small thing I think we can do for the Null Cloud that isn't super ambitious, that goes along those lines of Russells. Give you some Russells with your Brussels. Anyways, that goes along with those lines. I want to give people the ability to easily, without coding, do little things with agents, like little pieces, and chain them together like really easily. I think that would be really cool. So I want to play around with that, like providing the ability to do that in an open source project. All right, pub function new. So we'll make a new one. Now this is where the TUI stuff comes in. Monta, good to see you. How are you doing? You were reading a crazy article a couple weeks ago about generative UI, where the UI was being crafted on the fly by AIs based on the user's requests. You know what? Man, I would love to see these things a little bit more, because like as I use AIs, like using them for these really big things, I completely agree with you. Small little chunks, breaking it down with like some well-defined tests that you can also test with, I think you can get some really amazing things done. But the times when they're like, oh yeah, I made a complete Redis from scratch using C, but don't you look at my code, and it's like, I just don't believe it. I don't know. Unless if it just copied Redis's code. In that case, there's probably legal issues, but I don't know. You know another crazy article I read? It was this one. SQL is dead, NoSQL is dying, and new SQL is quietly taking over. I was like, what? Have I missed a trend in the database scene? You know, I try to keep up on trends in the big scenes, and I was like, I have missed a complete trend here. And then I realized that this person was just completely click farming. Option A, vertical scale, costly limited. They're referring to SQL, which I'm gonna say here, like, Postgres is a pain to scale horizontally, but you can do things to shard it and things like that. You'll probably never achieve sub-millisecond reads at petabytes of data, but you can scale it. You can scale it for 90% of what people need. The second option, DIY, distribute, complex, or risky, because they think that NoSQL databases don't have the ability to do transactions like this. Every transaction, see this? They're obviously not up on like actually modern databases in this. I don't know what to say, but like, here's a database that can scale to petabytes of data with sub-millisecond reads, sub-millisecond with transactions. Now, if you have a big transaction, obviously that doesn't do sub-millisecond because the transaction. But if you're just reading the data, yeah, sub-millisecond reads. So, anyways, Yeah, I don't know. You were talking about crazy articles that you read, and so like I had that one. I had that one in my pocket, just in case you said something about crazy articles. Do you even query, bro? It depends on which month they copied Redis, whether it was legal. You're not wrong. Let's see. This is. Let's see. I will take that just as a placeholder for right now. What else did we have here? Let's see. We had some stuff. We built out the game state. I was thinking on whether we would hold the game state in this. We might. I don't love how these are named. I don't love how these are named. This is correct. Okay, so if we have a game state, yeah, that's actually better. Okay, so when we create it, we'll start it with waiting for game to start. Here, we gotta actually, we want to actually start it. It's calling run game, but run game is just a function. It's not on it. What else are we doing here? All right, we're going to get the word. And this is where we're going through the UI of the stuff, but we'll handle that in the run. So I think really honestly, this simplifies our run just down to, and is that what they did here? Like run is, okay, so for them, they're listening for the event things in their run function. I will probably do something like, do we want to just do that here? I was going to do it in another function. And this can probably just happen in the new. So let's just do that. I don't even know what the AI was doing there. All right. Yeah, all of this was really bad, actually, now that I'm looking at it. They make the app inside of the run function, which is a method of the Wordle app. Like, I don't know what it was doing here. Okay, so now we need to set up, I want to say the game loop. It's a little different than standard game loop, but listen for Twitch chat messages. We're gonna listen for Twitch chat messages and as well as keep like a timer going. Keep the game state moving. I think are the two things we got to do on the loop. Oh, you know what I did forget is that we did have a person. I'll see, Scott, if you join, let me know, Scott. You got a reward yesterday. I will do it today. It'll be rough. It'll be rough. I haven't done easy hacker rank in a long time. So it'll be rough, but we'll do it. We'll do it. You'll get to pick the language too. So pick whatever language hacker rank supports. got, and I'll do it in that. That's good. Be kind. Be kind. Do I owe you one, Monta? All right, let me get Ratatouille up and running, and then we'll do an easy hacker rank. Your language of choosing. You can go find one if you like. I don't care. I did do this backwards. It's a mutable reference. So, yeah, I don't know how I didn't do that. Okay, so here, what are we going to need to do? We need to keep the game state moving. We need to listen for Twitch messages. I'm only passing in the thing. I think we'll keep it separate where Twitch chat actually happens. This is the thing. So then we can just do... I love how the AI is like always ready to do, you know. Oh, they do it actually while running. This is interesting. This is probably the easiest way to, oh, okay. Yeah, this actually might be a really easy way to like quit. Yeah. Okay. I might do this because this seems fairly easy. As like a way to just be done. Whoa. I didn't say Russell got to choose. I think that's outside of the terms of conditions. Please? Please, could that be outside the terms and conditions? So, Russell, they have exercised an easy hacker rank. So you get to pick an easy hacker rank, and you also get to pick the language, which I'm not sure if I let Russell get the language part. You can, if you're passing it on, he doesn't get to pick the language. Just one of the easy ones. Yep. You know what? Maybe in the future I'll do a not easy one. I don't think that I have this enough self-confidence to do a harder one. I hate doing them for interviews too. I hate the little like, if you know the trick, it's easy, and if you don't know the trick, you look like an idiot, or at least you feel like you look like an idiot. I actually hate hacker ranks. I think they're kind of fun if you're capable of having fun with them. But some of the more difficult ones feel like they're just meant to be tricky on purpose, which they are. They are meant to be tricky on purpose, so it's whatever. You need to hack Doge in F#. Is that the easy hacker rank? Is that what you're saying? Is that what... Oh, okay. So the other thing that they do over here that I wasn't quite thinking about is checking for key events. I probably need to actually do this. I forgot that they don't handle some of these things for you. So I probably just need this right here, right? I don't need that other stuff. But I do need to handle key events. We're not doing IRE. Yeah, let's just do this. Is there a new SQL? Gosh dang it. Did you buy a hacker app? How would I check? Let me see. Let me see if I can't check somehow. Messages. It doesn't look like it's in messages. And I know yours was a while ago, Monte. I don't have my... I don't have a, I don't have my Hack the Box VM up right now. So let's just do, I'll do a hacker rank. And then maybe in a week or two, I can do a Hack the Box. Actually, one thing that I've wanted to do is see how well AI can handle a Hack the Box. Like, just letting it coast. I'll do that as well. I'll do one myself, though. I'll do one myself without AI. I mean, I will Google, just FYI. I will Google the crap out of it. Okay, so now we can do the while self-running. Yeah. Let's see. This looks almost right. Let's see. Almost right. Let's see. Handle key events. Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's see. Handle the update game state. We won't do that. We're gonna do this. Check for Twitch yeah, check for Twitch message. Handle key events, which right now is just getting out of it. And then we... you know what, actually, we should handle key events first. Like, they shouldn't be blocked by stuff. You always want input to not be blocked by things. Although, in theory, if you hit the key right now, then you'd be blocked by it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Check for Twitch messages. And then we want to, yeah, update the game state. I'll do a hack the box. I will. Just not today. I'm just not ready to do that. All right. Okay. This was good. I was gonna have to like yeet out of the thing if I forgot to do the yeah. I'll need cross term, won't I? All right, yeah, let's import cross term. Cargo, what are we using here? We'll need these. We'll need these. Where's our TUI CLI? Here we go. We'll remove IO craft. That will make a lot of things break, which will be fine. We shouldn't have any IR left, right? That will also cause things to break. Cargo watcher failed the command, produced no valid metadata. Duplicate key features in table dependencies. Futures, okay. I already have that. Yeah, up here. Which one's the newest? 326, 331. So we'll delete this one, we'll paste it up here, and we'll delete this one. Yeah. Look, if nobody picks the challenge, I'll go find one. So you don't have to, no pressure. But if you'd like me to solve one, it can probably be a medium one if you really find one that's interesting. That's fine. I think a lot of the easy hacker ranks are actually really, really easy. I haven't looked at them for like 2 years, so I'm a little... I remember all the easy ones being really easy. So that's why I was okay doing them every once in a while. My thought is if I did them every once in a while, then I'd be okay doing a medium one every once in a while. In Python. Let's see. Okay. There we go. We're back. So the thing I don't know here is how let's see. How do they get this event? So events here. Like, I want to know how they're getting the terminal events. They built like a event handler. Do I need to do all of this? Ugh. So they bundled all events into a single thing. I didn't do that. I was making these as different events. And I was just going to handle them separately. Whereas they handle all of them together. If I do this, I shove a bunch of events into a single... Like, I have something that collects all of these and shoves them into the same pipe, which I don't like collecting them. So I think I'm going to leave it separate for right now. What we do need... So they have this event handler here, and I'm guessing that on next they call like await. Yeah. I bet you they call not await, but like try receive. Oh, they actually just. All right. But yeah, next is just a await on the receiver. We could build this thing where they had 3 and it does a try receive on any one of them. This is actually event driven though, right? Because this will pause here. When this is run, nothing else will happen because this will consume this drawing thread. Which ours shouldn't. Append and delete? Cool. I'll do the append and delete one in just a second. I won't look it up. I was gonna say, I'll just pull it up so I can marinate on it a little bit. I'm not gonna do that. Not going to marinate. Definitely not pulling it up on this other screen over here. Nah, just see. I have a screen that far over. It's like 360 over here with my Apple headset. Yeah, I'm gonna do this probably really dumbly. Because if we look here and we look at the receiver here, there's just an unbounded receiver, right, of event. So instead of this, I'm going to do an unbounded receiver of cross term. Yeah. Right, because if we're looking back at this, we really just care about this. This right here, cross-term event. So we're just going to do what is it called? I don't know why it, it's gonna be an unbounded receiver of the cross term event. Yeah, cross. Why is that not picking up this? Is this something they made here? No, this isn't cross term, right? Oh, wait. Why did it bring me here? When I go to cross term event. Oh. I see why. I see why it did that. I actually don't hate that rebinding. Event is awfully vague. I don't hate that. So instead of this, if let some get key event, we can wrap this just in case there becomes some logic. Hub function get key event. Let's see what the AI did. If let some event self.keyboard. Wait, I didn't call it keyboard, did I? What did I did call it keyboard. Should I do like keyboard event? Yeah, let's do like events. Now, what we don't want to do is block, so we do the try receive. Thank you very much. We attempt. Let's see. That looks right-ish. Obviously, it's wrong. Expected an enum of result. Event Tokyo try receive error. Found option. Oh yeah. We definitely want to return a option. This is returning a result. Right. Okay. Yeah. This is looking rightish. Cannot find type key event. What did they use over here? Let's see. Cross-term event key. Wait. So if it was a cross-term event, the event, they did a match on the event, and if the okay. I see what they're doing here. Do we have to pull off this match too? This is event key event. Cross term. It should be this, right? Maybe not. No. Go back. That's what I want. Is it not cross-term event? Yeah, it's event cross-term event key, right? Oh. Okay. It's key event. Okay. So we can just return this, right? Okay, I see. We probably just hadn't imported it properly. 1 second. I got a poor dog trapped. Literally 20 seconds. I got you. There you go. All right, so done. I don't think this needs awaited either. There's no asynchronous thing. It just tries and then it moves on. Perfect. We'll have to like manage the frame rate in here, which is a little weird for me. But I'll manage. Maybe, or maybe not. All right, we can do the same. Okay, so then in here, when we say handle key events, we can actually deal with it more like this, where we get a key event, right? Because we get the key events and this is returning an option, so all we're doing is checking if there is a key event. If there is a key event, we want to check if it's see if we need to quit. All right. I don't understand this. Why? How bad is... Guys, these AIs are gonna write software. Complete bits of software. I don't get it. I don't get why it's... Okay. I don't understand. It's fine, though. I do need to go see how they check for what a key event is. How we check the... Actually, I'm just going to steal all of this. Right? That's what we want to do. They've already done it. Let's see. Did I missed up the let's actually undo that. Okay. So this is the right curly bracket to close it. I copied that portion, which this is the closing curly bracket. Yeah, okay. I feel like I really screwed that up. Now what I don't need to do these are all just not imported, which is fine. We can do that. Import those. Import this app event quit. I don't know what that is. Oh, wait. Self.events.send. What is this doing? What does this do? I thought this was just going to... Oh, this is sending an event. Because this is not the receiving end. That's okay. This is going to be the receiving end though. So self.event send. We don't need the ability to send an event, right? Here, we just need to actually, for both of these, we don't need to send. All we need to do is self.quit. Right? We did that. Self.quit. Self.quit. There we go. And then we don't care about these. There we go. That's all we wanted. Yeah. Now, why are we not indenting properly? Should be... Okay, I don't know. Is that right? So if there's a key event, we're gonna test what key event it is. Beautiful. We gotta push these on to, we gotta listen to these key events. That's another thing we gotta do, but we'll worry about that later. All right. Handle Twitch chat message. Again, we don't want to wait on this. We don't want to block. This should be try receive. I don't think that this should be asynchronous either. Right, because we're going to be running this in a game loop. I don't know. There's a part where, like, maybe we do asynchronous on that if, like, there was enough. I don't think you want to, though. You need to know. Okay, wait. I think I screwed something up. No. This is while running. Okay, yeah. We're good. These are our main three things. We want to handle key events, we want to handle Twitch chat messages that are being received, and we want to handle the progression of the game as it goes forward. Cool. This is why I had wanted to not do Ratatouille in the first place. There's a bunch of stuff where it's like, ah, yeah. I feel like, honestly, some of this could be, like, maybe dealt with. I don't know. I don't know. The other thing that I need to do is I need to pass in the terminal. That's easy enough in here. Where's my run command? Here we go. And we need that draw this right here at the beginning of each loop, right? Yeah. And then in the UI portion of it, where we can do what they did over here, we already did ours broken out like this. We're actually just gonna steal their UI for right now. Let's see. We already have a UI portion. We have the view. And this is all the IO craft, which we can delete. I'm just going to delete this with one big delete. And then we don't need the run section anymore. I'm going to use just their imports here. App isn't here. Is it? No. Is the app public? Let's see. Wait. It's Wordle app for one. And it is public. All right. There we go. For Wordle app. Done. All right. So we're just going to render a block with some. This is not a 2E template. But it's kind of close to one. All right. In/in. All right. We don't have a counter, do we? No, we don't. No counter. Beautiful. All right, this gives us a functioning front end. We should have the ability to quit when we get the cross-term events typed in. So we have a front end to run. Cool. So when this calls draw right here with self, render the widget, which is our self, that should be fine. All right. Well, I'm almost done with this coffee. We're going to do the hacker rank when I get a new cup of coffee. That's the good cutoff time. All right, let's keep moving. Run game. Oh, this whole function goes away now, right? I think so. Done. What was this going to be? I think this goes away. All right, this is just complaining that we haven't created everything, which is true. Running equals true, that's fine. Keyboard events. We'll need the keyboard events. Yeah, we'll need those passed in. keyboard. Wait. It was called keyboard events. And that is one of these up here. All right. That fantastic. Why does it not like required by bound energies? But this function should return a result or option to accept. Oh, we don't have a return here. What did they return on theirs? Can I just do? I guess just like an anyhow result. Probably they probably did an IR. Would be my guess. I'm just gonna go with anyhow result. We'll see if that mismatched types expected an enum a result anyhow error found unit type. Okay, so I'm returning something in here. I'm possibly returning. Where is it that I return? I don't return any places here. Oh, this while loop is returning. Okay, so okay. Done. Cool. A required introduced by this call. The trait bound Wordle app. Right here, widget ref not satisfied. Required for mute ref mute games Wordle. Wait. Why do I have double ref? Why do I have a double ref? So they don't have a reference to self. That's why. I'm gonna follow their lead. Probably makes sense too. Then you pass the reference here, you maintain ownership. Everybody's happy. This doesn't get it. Got it. That makes sense. Expected a private message. Found an option. Right. No, this is not wrong. Do we want to do the same thing we did with get event? This was just AI hallucination. We'll probably do something similar. A function. I don't know why I made this public. I don't think this function needs to be public. That seems wrong. Okay. What should our function be? We're not really. We're just get Twitch events, right? Let okay equals try receive. It's just the exact same thing. So then this can become just self dot get Twitch events. Not at all what I said. Not get Twitch events. Thank you. And then in here we can handle the message for whatever the Twitch event is coming. We'll keep a log. Oh, that's another thing we gotta keep. We gotta keep all these messages in history. All right, yeah. Will this run now, though? Apparently no. Oh, wait. Why are we still doing the send? I thought we just did app dot. quit. Oh, we're doing it here, right? We're just doing app.quit on these. Do we even use this? Handle key events? No. Okay. Let's just delete that. All right. I think that this is good. The only thing that we need to do now is basically set up these things here and then call run. So we got to set those things up, pass them to new.run, and then we're golden. Let's clean up our... yeah. Oh, these are actually both wrong now at this point. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all we have to do for plumbing, right? I'm not sure. Now we just have to... This will fail to build because our main doesn't do this anymore, right? I've never set up cross-term to get key stuff, so like I will have to look at how they did that. We actually don't need that, right? Games. Where... Okay, I'm gonna have to track this down. I forget where this happens. So our command lines, setting up SQLite. That's all the run server stuff. Okay, this is where it is. Here we go. So we set up Twitch. So the only thing we have to do here, because we already have the Twitch one, and we need to set up the cross term, right? So let's see how they do that here. I don't know. Is it in there new? No. Wait. What is self.default? In the event handler, how does this happen? You'll be back in 15 minutes? Perfect, Monta. I am going to finish this up, get it building in probably the next 10 minutes. Then I'm going to make a cup of coffee. And then we're going to do the easy hacker rank. Append and delete. Construct a new instance of an event handler. This is where, yeah, this should... How does it register to listen to the keyboard, I guess is what I'm wanting to know. Oh. This function emits tick events at a fixed rate and pulls the cross-term events in between. Oh. So when we have a new event handler, it's not running now because that was on. let's see. This is the event handler. There's new, there's next. Fine, there's send, no problem. Event task. There is a run on event task. Where is event task and where does it get called run? So there's a run on the app here, which has that new event handler. Where does it get an event task? So here we get event.next, which is just that receiver that it waits on. Handle key events. I'm not entirely sure. Let's go through this. So on new, we're building a sender receiver. We're building it. Oh, it's right here. We're spawning it right here. I see. So we're building the sender receiver. We're building a new event task with a clone of the sender. We're keeping the receiver. We're returning the self. Okay. On this event handler, we're keeping the sender and receiver. Can we build a lightweight one of these? I'm wondering if I can just do this Tokyo spawn with like just a function. Asher. Come here. Asher? Come here. Come here. I know, you think you're not supposed to be back here. Yeah, you good boy. Yeah. What you doing? What you doing? Come here. Come here. Come on. Good boy. Saying hi to everybody. Saying hi to everybody. Yeah. Are you? He's searching for something. He is searching for something. You looking for a snack? I don't have any snacks in here. Retriever has to retrieve? Yeah. Dude, he's gonna be big. He's 6 months old. We're working on training him as a search and rescue. Though he's not a retriever. He's actually a German Shepherd. He's pushing 70 pounds now. He's a good dog, though, aren't you, Pud? Yeah, you are. Oh boy. The only problem that's a little bit annoying with him, I don't think you can see him, but he's sitting right here. Yeah. Well, the only problem is he's a puppy. He's 6 months old. That's the only problem. He's actually a really good puppy. I have no complaints. I mean, I have complaints. I can complain. Easy peasy. But I was gonna say my only complaint is that he gets excited when he sees me, and then he piddles every single, not every time, but like he gets very excited very easily. He's not out of that phase yet, but he's also a really big dog. But he's doing really well with the search and rescue training so far. I'm happy. He's learning to use his nose. We're doing a lot of scent training. So he's doing well with that. He's done some search training. He gets the idea of search. He doesn't get the idea to use his nose all the time with searching. He's also distractible. So we're working on it. It takes usually by like 2 or 3 before they can be a really good search and rescue dog. Anyways, let's get back into it. It's not a retriever. He's a German Shepherd, a big German Shepherd. That's the other thing that we'll have to teach him on search and rescue, because he's probably going to be like 125 pounds, 150 pounds when he's full grown, is that he'll have to, like, if he finds the person that he's searching for, he's going to have to, like, lay down and look really, really friendly, because he's just a big dog. But German Shepherds are really good search and rescue dogs. They have a great endurance and are super loyal. Long story short, we live by a lot of national forests. There's a lot of people that get lost. A lot of college students. Okay, so can we just do this reader? What is this reader? Cross-term event stream new. Is this all we have to do? I think we're gonna try to do this really, we're gonna try to do this like all in line. Kind of like this Tokyo spawn here. We'll do like a Tokyo spawn. Let's see, yeah, async move, async move, and then this is, all right, let's just do this really quickly. What did I do? I clicked the button, go back. Oh gosh. All right, I don't know what button key combination I clicked. I clicked the wrong one. All right, so in this one, we need to do the same. We're gonna do this in here. We're going to do the reader, and then we'll loop over the reader. Yeah. I don't know what this is. Let's so this is a new event stream. We're calling reader dot this should be the loop. Loop. Reader.next. Why is it upset about reader.next? No method named next found on struct event stream in the current scope. Items from traits can only be used when the trait is in scope. Okay, am I missing a trait import? I do wish Rust had a better way of saying like, hey, this is in a trait. Let's see. This is the cross-term event. I think that that right there is something that a lot of people struggle with. It's like super powerful, but also like any crate could actually provide that. And it's not like once you get into it, it's fine. Just a little thing. Okay. So now we need to pass in. This next is going to get the next one. Does this consume until... I don't use this very often. It creates a feature that resolves to the next item in the stream. Note that because next doesn't take ownership of the stream must be unpinned. If you want to use next with a unpinned stream, you'll first have to pin the stream. This can be done by boxing the stream using box pin or example. No, my question is like... Is there... Yeah, it's an await. Right, okay. What is fuse? Fuse is a feature that pull will never again be called once it has completed. This method can be used to turn any future into a fused future. I've never used fuse. Fuse a future such that pull will never again be called once it has completed. This method can be used to turn any future into a fused future. Normally, once a future has returned from pull, any further calls could exhibit bad behavior such as blocking forever, panicking. If it is known that pull might be called too often, this method can be used to ensure that it has defined semantics. If a fused future is pulled after having returned pull ready previously, it will return pull pending from pull again, and will continue to do so for all future calls to pull. Okay. I'm gonna pretend like I understood all of that. I mean, I got the gist of it. And then they're just running a select on this. Can we just await this? Because, like, this is all we're looking for here. So, like, we'll just await for the next one, right? I think we can just await the next one. There's no tick driving this. Maybe in the future we want to... Do we want to run our frame rate from this? I was thinking something else would handle it, but we could actually render from this thing as well. We could build like an event driving tick-based system. Wasn't doing that right away, but... this should be like let okay. And then right? Am I wrong here? Let's some okay event. Oh, okay. I gotta do some okay. Ooh. Some okay. So the result has an option. Okay. Then we can send this event on. So this is where we need that sender. So let's do term sender term ender. It's there to end it. Term receiver equals this looks good. Go for it. And then here is where we can just do our yeah. If let cross term event key. Right. Yep. And then we just loop again. And then we can put our term receiver, right? Right there. Oh wait, we don't have run game anymore. We got to build that game object now, right? We got to build that game object. Let Wordle app. Let Wordle app. We got the two receivers, and then we can do Wordle. Let the terminal enable raw mode. Whoa, I don't know. I don't know if we want to enable raw mode. I don't know what we're doing here. I'm not sure. Let's see what they do here. We're just gonna do this, okay? I don't know what you were coming up with. It's probably better. I don't know. We can delete that, and then we can do run terminal.08. Did we just? No, we didn't just do it. We have an error. Okay, expected struct event found key event. Okay, so we don't actually have to wrap this. I'm only sending forward the key events, but we don't actually have to do this. We basically can just send what we have. So it's term sender, just event, like this right here. That. Done. Done, 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 done. Why did this start complaining? Let's just delete that. I don't even know what that was there for. We'll underscore this for right now. And is that it? Is that it? Did we just... no, I don't want to quit. Just get out of there. Yeet. Cargo run. Do I remember this? No. Let's see if my computer does. Cargo run game Wordle ABCDE channel mayor counts. Let's go. Source. Oh wait. 27 errors. Ooh, okay. Oh, our test game is going to be wrong because our test game was very much around a thing that we removed, right? IO craft. Do we just... Yeah, watch this. RM SRC test game games test game. This is gonna cause some problems and some cleanup in the code, right? It's no longer an option. No longer an option. No longer an option. There we go. Oops, I tried to delete it twice. All right, that got over half. Over half. 1 over half to be exact. So cool. Game starting. Oh, game starting is going to be just wrong, right? Because that was also built off of IOCraft. And can just be deleted. All right, 1 error, 1 pub mod. Okay, game starting is not anything. Are we there? I just had to delete a bunch of stuff. All right, so we built moment of truth here. Here we go, here we go. Cool. And hitting Q actually quits. Weirdly, it, so they obviously quit better because in theirs, it like clears it and it goes back. It takes over. Let's actually see that. Cargo run. So like here they do this, but then if you like quit, it like resets the terminal back to what it was. Instead of mine, that does this dented thing. Yeah. I need to look at what they do. But I'm tentatively happy. We did what we couldn't do with IOCraft very easily. So I think that rewards me with a new cup of coffee and then a hacker rank. And then after I'm done crying and recovering from the hacker rank, we can come back to what are we coming back to? We can come back to this and see if we can't get Twitch chat to print out on screen. All right, I will be back. It takes me about 12 minutes to make a cup of coffee. I'm gonna put 15 minutes because that way you don't get a chair stream. I get a lot of hate for chair streams. I'll be right back though. Look at that. Not even 12 minutes. Not even 12 minutes. Okay, before we get into the hacker rank, I want to really quick, I just want to, while I'm thinking about it, why does mine, this right here, that's it. That's it. I just wanted, it was kind of bugging me. This is a little weird. Something is a little weird with my terminal. Okay, at least, let's, I don't know what happened to my terminal. I'm not sure what I did. I've broken it, but I fixed it as well. So we're good here. It's because I'm not using Anathema. I've probably talked about why I'm not using Anathema to exhaustion. I don't want to put stress on Toggle. I like Anathema. I would be using Anathema. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm not using it. All right, so hacker rank here. You're saying Anathema. I know I'm saying Anathema. One second.
Anathema.
Anathema. Sorry, Anathema, not Anathema. I don't use old Vatican language very much.
Anathema.
There we go. There we go. You know what? I tried to get Zen to work again. Check this out. Oh no, this is the old one. I don't know where this one's installed. I keep trying Zen, but it's not working. I want to like Zen quite a bit. It's just not working for me. Did you try Mojo yet? No. I haven't tried the Python Supreme Speed language. I haven't. It's on my list of things to try at some point when, you know, I have excess things. Let me try signing into this. Okay. Signed in. All right. We picked append and delete. Delete my account. Fantastic. Found it. Append and delete. Now, just to preface this for anybody new watching, I'm really bad at hacker rank. So, there you go. All right. Ooh, I haven't written Go in a while. Should I try to bust it out and Go? Well, let's see what it is first. What languages do they have? C++ 20? Oh, I'm tempted. JavaScript. Do they have OCaml? I mean, I'd do it easy in OCaml. No OCaml. Dang. I feel like if I did it in Haskell, that would just be flexing. We'll see, we'll see. All right, what is the problem? You have 2 strings of lowercase English letters. Okay? You can perform 2 types of operations on the first string. Append a lowercase English letter to the end of the string. Delete the last character of the string. So either way, I'm dealing with the last letter in the slice. Performing this operation on an empty string results in an empty string. Okay. Given integer k and 2 strings, okay, s and t, determine whether or not you can convert s to t by performing exactly k of the above operations on s. If it's possible, print s, otherwise print no. Oh. To convert s to t, we first delete all the characters. Okay, so example. S equals ABC, T equals DEF. Wait. Append a lowercase letter to the end of the string. So we can append any letter we want. And we have to do it in k moves. If there were more moves available, you could have eliminated by performing multiple deletions in an empty string. If there were fewer than 6 moves, we would not have succeeded in creating a new string. Okay, so right, if T had been D, E, F, C, we would have had to delete all of them anyways. It would have taken more than 6 moves. It would have been false. All right, complete the append and delete function in the editor below. It should return a string, either yes or no. Append and delete has the following parameters: string S, the initial string, string T, the desired string, and K, the exact number of... Oh, the exact number of operations. So I have to perform 6 operations. Not, can it be done in fewer? For some reason, I must have misread up here. But yeah, it says exactly K. Okay, yeah, I misread. What am I studying? I'm not studying anything. I'm getting trolled by my chat. I don't like hacker rank, but they do keep asking that I do a hacker rank. So I'm doing a hacker rank, and I'm showing you how bad I am at it. All right, the first line. Okay, this seems pretty self-explanatory. ABC, ABA, and ABA 7 is yes. This is going to be true because you can just add and delete at will, right? And you can actually reduce it to an empty string and just get free deletions, right? Yeah. Recall that the string will be empty after 3 deletions. We can still perform a delete operation on an empty string to get an empty string. You're the first hacker? Oh, I'm not a hacker, dude. I'm not a hacker. Next, we perform 3 appends because we were able to convert S to T. Exactly 7 operations. We return yes. Ashley versus Ash in 2 operations. Nope, because we'd have to delete in 3 operations. Right. All right. Interesting. I'm going to just type some things out here. So I feel like there's something I'm not thinking about between these two. there's two things that I was thinking of. There's the minimum number of options, like the minimum number of steps. Like in this one, if I made a function to calculate the minimum number of steps to get to the desired state, that is a thing, right? But minimum doesn't mean, so if this was 4, it would still be no, right? Let me try this out really quickly. I think if this was 4, it would still be no, right? This would be impossible. Give me just a second. So in this case here, oh, I hit escape. And we're doing it in 4. We would delete 1, delete 2, delete 3. And we'd be at 3 moves, and we would be at the right answer. If we delete 1, we would be at 4, but we wouldn't have the right thing. If we deleted 1, added 1, that's 2. Delete, delete, delete is too many. So this would also be impossible, which is one thing that they didn't put, and I think that they meant for it to be an edge case here, that they didn't describe, was that there is this case where this is impossible because you have to do it in exactly 4 steps, right? Thanks for the follow. I don't know, my Twitch alerts are actually working in the back end. My alerts are not working on the front end for some reason, on like the OBS. So I apologize. It is logged and my system handled it. And it actually even emits the event, but for some reason OBS is like, nah, that'd be too much work. So thanks for the follow. Okay, so this was the sneaky edge case that they wanted you to make the first walkthrough and not be thinking about. All right, so how do we want to do this? Oh wait, is this just math? Wait a second. We can say that if this contains the substring of this, that... Well, because there's also the case of like this, there's another case here. This is also impossible, right? Oh, I'm starting to see the math here. I'm starting to see the math. I think this is just a calculation. I don't think that we have to do any of the stuff. I think that maybe is the trick. I don't know. This is what I hate about these, is there's always a trick, and if you know it, you know it, and if you don't, you don't. Anyways, so what I'm thinking here, if it's in this middle of the word, it doesn't matter. You have to delete the whole thing, right? Because the string has to, and you can only operate on the end. That's actually the key here. You can only operate on the end of the word, so it doesn't matter if you do like this. If you do this, ash, like this. See the WE here? You have to delete the whole string if it's that. So what it is, here's the thing. I know the calculation. It's all here in my mind. Let me type it out really quickly for you. What you do is you see how much of the string exists in the first positions. So in this case, it's the first 2 positions match. That means you have to delete back to the first 2 positions, and then you can add from there. And so that's merely how long is the string. So that's 4. So the exact number to reach this would be 4 plus 1, so 5. That is... so you can do 5 or anything that's 5 plus 2, right? Because you can remove 1 and add 1. So you can always add 2 to that minimum number. So all we have to do is find the minimum number and then do, is there a plus 2 that hits the number that we're looking for, right? That's just the math behind it. Am I wrong? Have I outsmarted myself? I possibly have outsmarted myself. The only thing where this math doesn't work is in their example where you just delete, right? There's a special case for this one, right? There's a special case for this one because this one you just delete. You know, this could be this, and the answer would be yes, right? You just keep deleting until you're 3 away. So in this special subcase, what we can say is, if this is actually easy, if the word is less than, so if this word here is less than the number of guesses, required moves, the answer is yes. So if this is smaller than the number of moves, we can make it work. Easy peasy. There's a caveat to that. If these two combined are, if 2 words combined in length are less than the required moves, it's a yes. Otherwise, we go back to our other English. I mean, I wish it wasn't my 12th language. If it wasn't, I'd probably speak it a little bit better, but like, come on. I am 12th indexed as well. Just FYI. Yeah, you think if there's 0 or 1 index, wait till you're on 12th indexed. All right. And then we can go back, we can fail, so this is like the first check. If the 2 words combined in length is less than the required moves, is yes. And then the other one is, let's see, the other one is length of init substring plus 1 or multiple, or not a multiple of 2, but a addition of 2 past that. Up to this, you know, where it's greater. So, okay. This is pretty easy because now this is just 2 calculations that we have to do. We don't actually have to solve it. We don't have to do the steps. I think that probably what some people make the mistake of is coming in here and trying to do the actual steps, like actually solve the puzzle, but they're not asking you to solve the puzzle. They're asking you to tell if it's true or false. Okay, I'm gonna have to look some stuff up here. I don't do string manipulation in Go, and I haven't written Go in like 2 years. So, we're going to have to... I'm gonna have to look up how to get a slice, like get the first matching of these 2. There's gotta be a good way to do it. Wait, I thought this was true or false. The function is expected to return a string? I thought it was supposed to return true or false. Oh, they want me to return yes or no? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, I guess I just return either a yes or a no. Okay. Okay, that's fair. We'll return a string. All right. All right. This is another thing that I always hate is like string manipulation. I don't do it enough. Which, if I did more hacker ranks, I would be good at string manipulation. Like, they're all partially string manipulation. So my first thing to do here is it's not let. Been writing Rust too much. So we'll do s lang equals length of s. And this is actually this because I've written Go before. And then we'll let tlen equal, oh boy, len of t. I am killing it. So the first easy test is if slen plus tlen, oh, they have auto stuff in here, is less than k. Yeah, is less than k, return yes. Okay. We should be able to run this, and this should pass some of them, right? Wait. K is an int 32. Invalid operation is less than mismatch types int and int 32. Okay, these are ints, and this is an int 32. Fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna look it up. I could think about it and solve it, but I'm not in an interview, and so I'm just gonna look up Golang int to. Actually, I'm gonna take the int 32 to an int. That's gonna be easier. Int 32 to int, right? I know that the converting, do I actually have to convert? I can just do the whole int thing, so I'll just do that. Oh, it's not over here. It's in the other tab. I'll just do this here. Okay. Now, this should... yeah, it should pass some. Cool. So now I have to just do the math for the other ones. And this is where I'm gonna have to look stuff up because in Go, I never deal with runes, and I gotta check the substrings from the runes, right? And I don't know if there's a thing to do that, so like just... I mean, let's see, Golang, check if string is substring. All right, how do I check if string is a substring? This isn't quite. Contains isn't exactly what I want because this would just return true, which isn't exactly what I want. To compare, there are more options. Yeah, okay. Index, this is what I want. Check the index of the first instance of the substring. That's what I want. This is what I want right here. All right, so I keep going back to Vim. So the next thing that I check is just the index of T and S. T is the substring. This isn't perfect, right? This isn't perfect, and the reason it's not perfect is it could be like this, right? Where this isn't actually a substring, the whole thing isn't. It's just the first two, and this could still be valid, right? Unholy Diver. I was supposed to start by 9 or 9:30, and then I was trying to catch up on Dream League, and I started at 10. It's 12 now. That's when I generally start on Saturdays. Between 9 and 10. Okay. So I don't actually want that either. Index doesn't work because, yeah, check number of non-overlapping instances of, so I don't want to do rune by rune, but I could do rune by rune. I think probably I should just go rune by rune. This is where I never touch runes. I think this is what I get if I do a for loop on a... Rune by rune the correct thing? I think it is. Because all I'm doing is checking when the initial one is there. So I don't even have to go through the whole thing. I just have to see when the first non-same one is. Okay. So we can do this. We'll go rune by rune. Golang... iterate over string. Yeah, I literally don't do this. Can I just range? Can I range? Cool. If I can range over it, that I'm just ready to go back to Vim. I'm just excited to go back to Vim. I could actually do this in Vim and then do it out. And then I want to do this in Rust. I'm going to do, once we get this done in Go, which is good. I haven't touched Go for a long time. I'm going to then do it in Rust, and we're going to see how that, how bad I do there. So we don't want this. What we do want is this. So for I in range of, we're going to do... Let me think here. We're really doing... We gotta do both. Let me think it through. So we're going to say in S... and then this is going to be SI and SC. And then we're going to do... We're going to do these at lockstep, right? So it's not really another range. There's no guarantee in which one is longer either. let TC equals, can I do this? This is not valid, is it? I don't think this is valid. Because yeah, wait, not, there's no let and go. There we go. TC declared and not used, that's fine. If this is a valid way of doing it, this is going to be great. It's a string. In Rust, this would be really easy because I would have this evaluate out. Here we're going to do var index equals 0. Yeah, var index int. And then index equals si. If sc equals tc, we're going to do this. Index equals si. I need to break on min of length of both, I get. Yes, for sure. This should, yes, we need to make sure that this isn't out of bounds for t. Agreed. Yeah, we can just do, we already have the 2 lengths. So we can just do a min on length. Yeah. Does it matter? Does it matter if one is shorter than the other, like this? We're trying to get to this. It doesn't matter if this one is shorter. Does it matter if the desired is shorter than the other one? No, because we only need to check as far as they match. And they, okay, so it doesn't matter. We can just do, let's see. Unholy divide, somebody put their points in for me to do a hacker rank. So I'm doing a hacker rank. This is good for me. Look, I don't code as very much anymore. This is great. I don't love hacker ranks because they're not what I do on a daily basis, but I mean, sending emails and attending meetings is what I do on a daily basis, but like, it's not what a software engineer does on a daily basis. I don't think it's a great judge of somebody's ability, but I think they're actually useful to do because they make you think in ways that you don't commonly think. And for that, I think it's actually a good exercise. So I'm happy to do some every once in a while, not too many. 1 a week is good. Yeah. And if that's what they're used for, I think they're great. Make you think about weird, stupid stuff. If you use it to judge my ability, you'll find my abilities lacking every single time. Maybe they are. I don't know. All right. I actually have liked this one because I think it would purposefully led people down to trying to solve it when you don't need to solve it. Now, maybe I'm just completely wrong here and I'm going down some path. I'm trying to think of the variable name for this. I'm using like a ton of stupid ones like SI, SC, TC, T. Oh wait, what does it not like here? Invalid operation, SC equals TC, mismatched rune and byte. Oh, this is not getting a rune, is it? How do I get a rune from a... Select rune from string and Golang. It's stuff like this that, like, okay, I can just do this to it. I don't deal with runes ever on a daily basis, so like if you, this is one of the things where like if you're trying to judge, nah, I never actually break stuff into runes in any of the microservices that I ever touched. Okay, so I can just do this to the string. I feel like this is inefficient, but we'll do this anyhow for right now. We probably can figure out a better way of doing that, but so this is TR for the rune of T. So this would be TR. Beautiful. Again, probably a better way of dealing with this, but like, don't know, don't care right now. Let's get it working first, then we'll come back and do better. So, happy to do them in tiers. So, rune actually makes a ton of sense if you're actually thinking about it. Rune actually represents a rune instead of a byte, some byte, right? It actually deals with that for you. So I actually don't hate rune because that's what it means. It's a letter. It's a character. Hey bud, you come see me again? You come see me again? Puppy break. Come here. Hey, Asher. Come here. Come here. Come show them. I know. I need to get the camera so... Oh, you're under the desk now. You're under the desk. Come here. Come here. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. You silly goose. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Say hi. Say hi. You're getting too big for this. Go on. Get out of here. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, you got stuck. You got stuck. You got stuck. Good boy. You okay? Yeah. Good boy. Oh, yeah, that was a game. No, I didn't grab your leg on purpose. My headphones did. My headphones did. All right. Puppy break done. He's growing up. He's getting big. It's a big pupper. Yeah, he is a big pupper. He is, he's pushing 70 pounds at 6 months. He very well could be 150 pounds. So his dad was a big boy. He is undoubtedly going to be a big boy. Like, he's going to be over 100 pounds. Yeah. All right. This, we don't need this. This, I think, was a copy and paste. Done. All right. So... let's just do an else right here. Break. Done. Okay. Right, because if it doesn't match, we're done. If it does match, we'll up the index. Beautiful. Dude, he eats so much. He eats so much. He's a big puppy. We're working on search and rescue training right now. He's actually a really good... He is a really good pup. I mostly don't have complaints. Okay. Reverse it and won't need else. Oh, good point. Good point. We could do that. I need Vim. I need Vim. I agree that else usually feels like it's like it feels bad if you use it. Sometimes it's fine. Man, Vim would have handled this way better. Sometimes it's fine, but yeah, a lot of times it's better to avoid it. All right, let's see. Now, what was our calculation here? Oh, we needed to do a min as well. I don't know. I think it's math. I don't know. We'll do what was the max length equals min of slen and tlen. So also ooh, can I combine it with this one? Yeah. Or I'm getting too fancy for myself here. Or SI is equal to max len, right? We're gonna break with when either of those things come up. Cool. What is it not like about index here? Index declared and not used. It is 100% used right here, but it's only assigned to, which is okay. So now we have to look at what we said our math was. Length of init substring +1 or addition of 2 past that. Okay, so if index +1 is equal to k, it works, right? That's what we're saying. This right here is what we're saying, is if index +1 is equal to k, this works. Return true. Not true. Yes. Return yes. Okay. Now, we have a little bit of a thing. What I'd like to do instead of this, I know that's what we said, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to subtract this. So index +1 and subtract it from k, and then we can just modular 2, right? That should work, I think, but I've probably outsmarted myself. So we could do let res equal the result equal. If I was doing this for an interview, I would actually name a little bit better. Just interview tip. I like it when people try at least naming stuff readable. It shows that you're going the extra step. Okay, let result equal k minus the index +1, right? That's what we said, +1. Yeah. And let is not a keyword in Go, so it's just a this. So result equals k minus the index +1. There's probably some type issues here. Index is just an int instead of int 32. We'll just make this an int 32. SI, we'll just make this a int 32 of SI. There we go. Okay, so then we have this, and then all we have to do is, actually, we can just do this all at once, right? This is probably gonna get me in trouble. But we're gonna do it all in one string. Modular 2, and if res equals 0, we return yes, right? That's that's the whole thing here. And we can just delete this. Do they have a Rust option? They did. I just haven't written Go for a long time. Like literally, it's probably been 2 years since I've written Go. So I just wanted to write a little Go. I thought that this was a perfect little Go bite-sized thing. The next person that does the easy hacker rank, I'll let them pick the language. Okay, does this work? Oh, I failed more cases. Okay. I failed more cases than I did last time. Case 1 and 2. Oh, I got an error. This is cool. Index out of range. I thought that range of 3 with a length of 3. Oh, you know what I did here? I did the length on an index. So this is easy fix. Max length. Can I do this? Can I do -1? Yeah. Okay. Now we're good. On the that one shouldn't fail now, or shouldn't blow up. Okay. It failed, but it didn't blow up. It came back with a response. Cool. Okay, let's walk through these. Hacker happy to hacker rank. We have to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where the substring stops, as at 5. And then we have to add 1, 2, 3, 4. So the minimum that we can do is 5 plus 4, which is 9. They're asking for 9. I output no. Oops. This is like a very easy, straightforward example. This isn't even a difficult one. How did I fail this? Okay. So some of my logic is wrong, I guess. Let's walk through this. Oh. Okay. I see where I went wrong. It's not that my logic was wrong, it's my logic in the program that was wrong, right? So what were we doing up here? We're looking at how many we had left, right? But that's not what we did here, right? We don't ever compare it with the total length of the string, right? We were kind of we got a little cart before the horse. It's okay. We all make mistakes. Honestly, I have either super over-engineered this, which I feel like I have, because I feel like this is more than what a easy hacker rank should be. Or people are just that much smarter than me. Usually it's like, use a hash map. That's like easy hacker rank. That's what I was wait, could I have solved this with a hash map? Don't answer if I could have solved this with a hash map. I was expecting a hash map solution. This struck me as not a hash map solution. Yeah. Okay, so what we had said, the length of the initial substring plus 1. But what we're missing here in our statement was that it was the length of the substring plus 1. But we have to know how many we have to delete. So for this one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, right? So the length of the substring, let's make sure that we put this as right here. Let's actually do length of the length of what's there. Correct? equals, this is the k minus index plus 1. So this is the length of correct. What we can do, let me just like bust out some variables. Number to delete equals, let's see, the number of ones to delete would be the length of the original length, tlen, minus length of correct. So if we go back down to our wrong here, input was Ashley, it was 2. We have to delete more. We would have originally said yes because we were shortcutting the math. So that's fine. So the number to delete is this, and then we can say if number to delete is greater than k, return no. All right. Man, this is actually getting, there's a few more edge cases here, right? Because in this, we have to delete 3 and add 1. So then we also need the number to add. Okay, one second. Number to delete. Number to delete is here. So if number to delete is greater than k, we can then do number to add. Number to add is a pretty easy one because it's just the length. Okay, now I've gotten myself confused. This is the desired. The desired is t. What we start with is k. So the desired, the number to add is all we have to do is compare the length of t to the length of correct. So we'll just subtract the length of correct. So number to add, we'll take length of t. So lang t, tlen. Tlen sounds like a delicious tea. Tlen. T subtract length of correct. And so then if it's the number to delete plus number to add is greater than k, right? All right, invalid operation. This is an int and an i32, so this is an int. So all we'll do here is we'll just do int 32. Does this solve this? It solves this, right? Cool. Cool. All right. Hacker happy, hacker rank. I cannot believe we got this one wrong. This seems like the straight up answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we outputted no. I do believe I have messed something up here. Okay. Where did we mess it up? Sliding window wouldn't have helped this one though, right? I mean, I'm kind of actually using a sliding window, right? Maybe we could solve this with the sliding window. I actually think I have already solved it. Minus, I think I miscalculated one of these. And my guess is that I made a mistake when switching between lengths and indexes. That's my guess, is I have a length index mismatch. Number to add equals t length minus the length of correct. Not the number of delete. So like, we need to delete 3 and we need to add 1, right? So the length of correct is this. We have 2. And so we need to take the t, the length of it, and subtract the length of the number of correct, right? Maybe we could have sliding windowed this. We could have possibly sliding windowed this. But sliding window would have had the same edge cases, right? We would have still had to calculate those edge cases. So, I mean, I already kind of did the sliding window here, right? K equals the number of operations that we have, right? So K is the number that we have to exactly get to, right? So if the number to delete and the number to add is greater than K, it's a no. We can't do it. We're doing K, the number of moves we have. This is wrong. This is wrong. This needs to be the number to delete plus the number to add. Number to delete plus the number to add. I wish I could standard out some stuff here, because I feel like I have a bad number here. Like I have a bad calculation. Wait. I had to overcomplicate this. I mean, this is there. This is it. So we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 to delete, 1 to add. So that's 5. So this is a no because that's 5. Let's say this one is and 6. So we have 1 to delete, 2, 3 to delete, and 0 to add. This is a no, because we can't get it at exactly 6. We could get it at 7. You know, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4 deletes, a 5th to add, and then a 6th would be delete again, right? So yeah, the logic, the math logic is here. I'm just messing it up somewhere. So this would be no, but this would be a yes, right? Because we could flip-flop back and forth. This one here would be 1, 2, 3, 4 to delete, 1 to add, which would be 5. So this is a no. This one. Okay, so let's walk through their example. The one that we're failing is this one right here. Let's just copy this one up here and walk through it. So this is a yes because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to delete, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 to add. So in our calculation down here, if we got length of correct, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Length of correct is 6. Length to delete would be 1. Let's actually write this down. Length of correct equals 6. Length to delete would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Length to delete would be 5. Length to add would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Would be 4. Length to add would equal 4. LD plus LA would equal 9. And then so 9 minus 9 would equal 0. 0 modular 0 would be 0. Zero modular 2. Okay, so then let's walk through this to make sure all of these assumptions would be right. So the LC length correct would be 6. Let's walk through the code. Length correct is calculated by... Why is the length correct calculated by K? What did I do here? The length correct is just index plus 1. What was I doing? Index is the index of the last correct position. Length is a plus 1. Okay, well, we found one mistake. Let's continue on. So length of correct would be the index plus 1. That looks correct. Let's move on. Length to delete. Let's see where the number to delete would be the length of the one minus the length of correct. Okay. That's correct. So we would take the length of this one and subtract the length of correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. And we would subtract 6. No, it's S. It's this one, right? I'm hitting the wrong one for the length to delete because we're starting with this string. Okay, another mistake. Another dumb mistake on my part. All right, so this is actually the S length. S length. Ah, man, I made so many. T is what we're going to. S is what we're starting with. Is there like refactor on this? Can I like refactor this? Nope. Okay. So the starting length minus the length of correct is the number to delete from what we're starting with, and then the number to add this one's actually correct because we want to take what we want to end with and where we went back to. Okay, so I think maybe this is correct. Yeah. I just made some really dumb mistakes. Yeah, I know. Classic Merrick move. Do we submit it? I feel like there were some edge cases we didn't deal with. I feel like there was some edge cases. Test against some custom input. So A, B, C, D, F. Okay. And 9 should be. Yes, because we can just all pass through. Cool. Now, what I wanted to test against was something like this. 1. No, I didn't choose the color theme. I think it's actually Dark Reader. I think it's just Dark Reader. Oh, there is a change theme here. Let's see, dark. Oh man, but dark mode just does this and leaves the rest of the page white. It's just Dark Reader. Can we do dark on this though? Okay, yeah, there we go. We'll do dark theme with Dark Reader. And now we're good. It's like a dirty highlight. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, I was trying to test some edge cases here. Let's do one where, okay, so we start with something longer. The number of correct are 2, and the number to add is 2. So we need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm gonna put 8, and that should be a fail, right? That should be a no. Output was no. Perfect. But 9 should be true. Yeah. I think I nailed it. Are we ready? Should we submit it? Did we just nail this? I feel like this is really dirty. I feel like I looked at it as a math problem. I solved it as a math problem. And I did it in some of the most hideous way possible. Maybe what we do is we try to make it better and we do it in Rust. Test taste 12 was making me sweat. All right. So it worked. Your append and delete method got 20 points. I'm only 139 points from a 4th star in my problem solving bad. It was easy. I feel dirty and disgusted by this. I still think that this is not great. So there's a couple things to improve. One, I am making a copy of the one to get it into rune format. If I actually did the sliding window here, so this is actually more efficient than the sliding window, right? Because, well, more efficient on time complexity, but not memory complexity because I made a copy to runes. Actually, I don't know that this is all that inefficient because it's backed by the same slice. This might not be, I don't know. It depends on how rune is implemented on whether this is terrible or fine. I honestly don't know. Rust would be easier to know here. This is a sliding window, effectively. And then this is just the final calculation. I don't know, this feels gross. What's a leaderboard? How are you rank 1 versus rank something else? I don't understand. Like, how do you get ranked? Is this everybody that actually solved it? Like, how do you not get 20 points? You got 0 points. So you're either rank 1 with 20 points or you're 0 points. Like, that's how it goes? Let me see somewhere in between. I want to see somebody that got 1 point. Because I want to know what 1-pointers are. Like, how do you get 1 point? Like, to me, you get all the points or none of the points, right? I also broke it. I completely broke Hacker Rank. I broke it. It's okay. I broke it. Oops. Oops. All right. Well, there you go. We got your easy hacker rank. Actually, kill that. No. You know, I felt like it was a little bit more than easy. There we go. We're back. We're back. I'm just trying to find where it goes to 1. I don't understand the scoring. Is it like if you got half the test cases, you'd get half the points? There weren't 20 test cases, though. I feel like they should also take, like, time and memory complexity into it. Like, how much memory did it use? These people are so much smarter than me. They did it in C++. I actually want to see somebody else's implementation that won't make me look stupid. C++ 20. Here's a go. Oh, that was me. Oops. Oops. C++ 20 or Rust or Go. They'll probably all make me look stupid, but man, all of you all so smart doing C++ and some C. I'm here doing it in Go. PyPy isn't a language, right? How do you do this in PyPy? I don't understand this statement. Isn't this Python? I now need to see the solution because, like, I don't understand. PyPy is a package. Wait, no. That's not PyPy. That's PIPY? I hate Python. Come on, C++ 20 or another Go. Does nobody use Go or Rust or like it's just Go, Rust, or C++ 20? What's wrong with these people? Dude, Go actually sucks for stuff like this. I always hate it when they're like, oh, use whatever language. And it's like, Go wasn't really designed to handle it very well with like the runes and stuff. Like, obviously you saw how I got around dealing with the runes, but like, it's also not 100% like good at doing this type of stuff. Ooh, there's an OCaml. I didn't even have OCaml in my dropdown. How did they have OCaml in their dropdown? I don't get that. I feel discriminated against. The British get OCaml. I don't. Here's a Go. Let's view this solution. Yeah, this guy's smarter than I am. We're doing some scan. What are we doing here? Oh, no, this is not the function. Oh, he did not use like the pre-done function. I used the pre-made function. I used the pre-made function. I love that it has all my comments and stuff. So they had this append and delete, and then they had this. So did he just delete the function that they had for him? I guess that's fine. I just used it. I used it. All right, so we get length of S1 and S2. Okay, so this is fine. He's getting S1 and S2, and this is the this is K in my instance. If S, what is S again here? Oh man. Oh no, S is equal to S2. S2 is the end one. So he's just making it, okay, whatever. If L1 is less than L2, what's L1? L1 is the length of S1, and L2 is the length of S2. Okay, of the second string. S equals S1. I don't know what we're doing here. var common prefix. Okay, so this is doing what I did. That's what I did with my little sliding window. This is a little bit more sophisticated because he just dealt with not having runes. Although he did actually have to I don't know. This almost makes me say not. But also, this makes me think he did handle it slicker. If they are the same, just exit. You could have just returned, but okay, whatever. You can just yeet. I mean, you can always just yeet right out of there. You could just hit return too. Okay, I actually like mine better. I see what he was doing here. So my math actually handled all the common cases that he's having to check for here. So he didn't do the full math, which is fine. It's cool. This guy, though, is interesting. How did he do it in so few steps? He's got the actual thing. Look, this is all... Wait, is this the PyPy? This isn't the PyPy. This is the C++. All right, so we have S, T, and K. Fantastic. At least he kept the same ones. All right, so length of S and T, that's what I did. Min of S and T. Okay, so this is exactly what I did. I feel somewhat validated that other people are using my technique. Yeah. So this guy's doing what I did. Nice comment. Let's see. If K is equal to length plus 2, yeah, print yes. Else if I is equal to P. This is a cleaner way of handling that edge case that I handled. This is just a cleaner way of doing it. I see that now. Yeah. I did this dented little piece right here. And like, this is just better. Just better. Oh, this is the pie. This is the pie. This guy's cooking. This is the pie. But yeah. Could just return. Why are these people just yeeting? Okay. Anyways, yeah, this is cleaner than what I did, but it's fine. I do think that HackerRank really leans towards these other languages that allow you to manipulate those things a little bit easier. I actually think that Rust is really difficult to do these in because they have a lot of those things that you're like, oh, I don't really care about it because I don't care about leaking memory because like it's just one little function and move on. Well, let's not look at that one. Let's not. Okay, cool. I did it. You're welcome. It's OS exit of 0 saves time versus return from a function. I don't know if I buy that. Maybe, but you're also like, this is where I would say like, it would be bad practice in an application. It's better to return from the function. There are times to OS exit for sure, but like in general, it's just better to return from the function because you let whatever calls your function handle whatever output you did. Oh, the false. I see. I thought you were saying like OS exit is faster than like unwrapping the call stack of a a function call stack, and I'm like, sure, maybe if that doesn't get optimized out, sure. But okay. I do feel like Python would be the best thing to do HackerRank questions in. It gives you such aptitude to like just mess with the things and move on and not care. Maybe I need to practice doing it in Python. It ends up me doing something more in Python. Ugh. I'll do it in Rust next time. Or C++. They had C++ 20 support, right? Yeah. I did not see... The one person had OCaml. I don't see OCaml on here. How'd they do it in OCaml? Yeah, like, this is why Rust is so brutal for things like this. Next.unwrap.unwrap. next.unwrap.unwrap.trim.parse.unwrap. Like, Rust just makes all of this brutal. Like, the thing is, like, you're given constraints, and a lot of the times, like, you don't check them. You just assume that those constraints are correct. And, like, that's how these things are. Like, you know these things coming in, you're going to assume that X, you know, is always a string, and Y is always a thing, but you can't just assume. Python makes this stuff easy, because, like, you can just be like, I assume it's a string, because they said it's always going to be a string. So it's never not going to be. People usually check for the else condition. Which else condition did I screw up? I also like to return as fast and early as possible. Oh, you're talking about, like, I could probably bust out some of these higher. I did this one. Where this is a really easy early return. Like, if the length of both of them combined was less than K, we knew that it was, we didn't have to do any of the calculations. Was there other ones? These two required me to calculate this stuff. I actually think mine is fairly clean. Now that I looked at some of the other ones, like, we're talking 60 to 90. We're talking about 30 lines of code in a language that doesn't really do this. I actually think mine's pretty clean as far as it goes. I think if I was in Python, this would be like 20 lines. There's definitely things we could clean up here, though. Not defending it. Not defending it. All right. Someone would find some Kirk's way to making it one line. It's one line of closure. Please, you don't need more than one line of closure. No closure application should be 2 lines. Like, that's just... it's just fact. No closure application should be 2 lines. Or Perl. Sorry, I meant Perl. I meant to insult an entirely different group that's mostly the same group. All right. We got Ratatouille working. It would be all regex. Yeah. Oh. Insult to injury. You know what? We're all upset about it just because we're not smart enough to read it. And you know, there's that Perl person who's like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. I wrote it. And I mean that one Perl person because there's literally one of them. But we all know, you know, one Perl person who's just smarter than us, and it makes us angry. Makes us angry. I think maybe I'm gonna call it for the day. I had fun. Feel like I'm a little tired. I don't want to just dredge. Remember, I'm out for the next 2 weekends. If I stream, it will be during the week. I kind of probably want to stream just a little. I have a family reunion, so Thursday through Sunday, I'm definitely out next week. I might stream some in the evenings. I want to get some more work done on this. I feel like I've been making really slow progress, like really slow. I actually, I used to raid Rob. And I haven't seen him much myself. Who do we want to raid today? Let's see. I have we could do Milky since he does Go stuff, and I just was doing Go. Janet Carr, since we were talking about closure. Janetta Carr, I believe, does closure, right? Or we could do Tom BH for Rust. What would you guys like to see? Rust, Go, or something like closure? You guys pick. We'll do Tom. We'll do Tom. Tom is a chill stream too. I like Tom's stream. So, go say hi to Tom. He's much better at Rust than I am. Go say hi to him. Go follow him. And thanks everybody for watching today. I had fun. Hopefully you did too. I will see you sometime. Remember, I have 2 weeks off. Just remember, if I stream, it'll be great. If I don't stream, hopefully it will also be great. Thanks, everybody. See you later.